You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got two things, and they're both related to the Patriots. One, the Dianna Russini Mike Vrabel story will not go away because there continues to be layers added onto this thing all the time. The other, A.J. Brown and the Patriots. I guess we could start there. A.J. Brown and the Patriots looks like it's a done deal. I think a lot of people thought it was a done deal after June 1, and that is exactly what it looks like. A.J. Brown is still an Eagle, but he'll probably be a Patriot in about 6 weeks. Patriots. Okay, Rhodes. The veteran wide receiver is likely to be traded to the Patriots after June 1, according to Adam Schefter of ESPN. The Eagles want to wait until after June 1 because of the salary cap accounting. The Eagles will take a $40 million cap hit when they trade Brown. The NFL rules allow the teams to split the cap hit between 26 and 27 for trades after June 1. Before June 1, the whole $40 million, the entire $40 million would count towards the Eagles' 2026 cap. We all know A.J. Brown, of course, traded from the Titans to the Eagles. We all saw the video. Mike Vrabel livid over it. And let's be real. That was the beginning of the end of the Titans. When they made that trade, it was a wrap. I mean, it was that entire offense fell apart. I mean, you had Tannehill, A.J. Brown, and Derrick Henry. They were winning 11 and 12 games with that threesome. And we found out Tannehill got really exposed without A.J. Brown, and that was a wrap. It was over. So that's interesting. I think this is a trade that everybody ultimately thought was going to happen. And here we are. Now, Robert Kraft. You see this headline. Patriots owner tried to kill the Mike Vrabel story. He tried to get the New York Post to not run this story. Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, tried to stop the New York Post from publishing shocking photos of head coach Mike Vrabel and the athletic reporter Dianna Russini, according to multiple sources. Quote, Robert Kraft intervened and had his honchos pressure the Post before they published and tried to kill the story. A source exclusively tells In Touch. The Post gave Vrabel a longer time to respond than what is considered industry norms, and Kraft took advantage of the extended time frame to put pressure on the reporter and the newspaper. A notorious crisis strategist made the call, but was unsuccessful in neutering the story. The New York Post published an article reported by Ole Coleman entitled Patriots Mike Vrabel and top New York Times NFL reporter Dianna Russini hold hands and hug at luxury hotel, alongside damning photos of the two at the Sedona Resort. I think that's the photo, to be honest with you, that really screwed him. I think that's a lot of people point out that they point out the photo of them at the the spa hanging out. I think you could kind of explain away that better than you can this intimate, intertwined hands moment. There's not much you can possibly, you can't possibly explain this away. Despite denying any untoward actions, the longtime NFL reporter resigned from The Athletic amid internal investigation into the relationship with the AP Coach of the Year. And now, of course, we've all found out or all realized. Mike Florio brought it up, and I did a video on it last night. You have to call into question the AP honors votes now because she's got one. She's got one. By the way, they're both married. For now. And if you guys know, I've did several videos on this. I've said I think I have a sneaking suspicion they had two different kinds of at-home situations. Now, it's all speculation. I don't know for sure, but it just feels like Vrabel's situation might be a little more open than Russini's, because we're finding out, I did a video the other day that Russini's husband may have been the one that hired the private investigator that got the photos, and then ultimately the photos ended up on the New York Post. You might want to be careful about which private investigators you hire too, because they were like, ooh, these are two prominent public figures. Let me call the New York Post and TMZ and see if I can actually get any money out of this, as opposed to just turn these over to the spouse. Or maybe the spouse said, bleep it, drown them. But that doesn't make him look great either. So because at that point the internet went to work and got to digging on every little solitary thing that Dianna Russini ever said regarding marriage, and yikes, it was a bloodbath, an absolute bloodbath. I'm like, damn, she is crazy as hell. It's like one of those party girls from back in the Gap, I mean, like, damn. All right, we remember your kind, yeah, back in the day. Oh, yeah. Anyway, good times. Good times in the 90s and the into the mid 2000s. Yeah, your boy was, oh boy, man. Anyway, I got to tell you, interesting. I think we all thought the Patriots were getting A.J. Brown. We thought this was a done deal. We knew the salary cap had to get split. They are badly in need of a receiver. Now, how does this affect the Eagles? Right? Plus, now, got to remember, the Giants have the 5th and the 10th pick. Do the Eagles want a wide receiver? Or are they going to try to move up? I think everybody expects them to try to draft a wide receiver now. Would the Eagles draft a wide receiver in the first round? Sure, they could. But once Carnell Tate goes and then Jordan Tyson goes, there's going to be a run on receivers in the draft. Everybody's going to start scrambling. You had one yesterday, Georgia receiver, who was a top 50 wide receiver in the draft. He got arrested. Well, he's going to drop down draft boards now, some. All right, even though the more I read about the arrest, the more I'm like, what happened there exactly? It seemed like he got arrested for loitering or something of that. I mean, it's a little strange. Some people are saying that possibly there was some police overstep there. I don't know. There was obstruction on there, which is never good. It's like, God, if you're told to move, just move. Or better yet, don't be out at 1:30 in the morning. I can't blame Robert Kraft. I mean, this shined a whole nother look. Mike Vrabel had a very bad 2-week span between trying to shit on Christians and tell everybody Travion Henderson need to be re-educated, like he needed to be sent to a camp because he was a Christian over the Jaden Ivey thing. And then this whole situation with Russini, Mike Vrabel's not nearly as popular as he was 1 month ago. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.